Hi, I'm Oliver, age 24.
And I'm Melford.
And this is the Worlds Adrift Show. Today we're here in the Bossa Studios basement.
Speaking of basements, this week's blog post is from Jack, and it's about clothes, hair, and other customizations.
And you can check that out in the link in the description. This week's special guest interviewee is Iain from the art team.
Iain is a generalist, which means he does a little bit of everything. So I spoke to him about what that means and what he'd been up to in Worlds Adrift.
Let's watch that video now.
Hello Iain.
Hi Matt.
How's it going?
Good.
Cool, so you're a generalist in the art department. Is that the best way of describing you, would you say?
Yeah, I guess so, yeah. I do a lot of things.
You do a little bit of everything?
A little bit of everything.
So what's the last thing you've been working on?
Today I've been working on particle effects and engine modelling.
So would you be able to talk a little bit about how you're doing the kind of engine stuff? Is it modular? Is it procedural?
So it's a modular engine system. Yeah, so we'll have the body and then it will randomly pick one of the many different heads that I've modelled, and then it'll randomly pick one of the many propellers, and then you get a completely new looking engine. Depending on the materials you use, depends on, will affect the outcome, the look and the colours.
Yeah.
So if you use gold, there'll be gold bits. If you put gold in the combustion section, then the combustion stuff will be gold, yeah.
So I mean, I guess like a lot of what people have seen from Worlds Adrift so far has been one particular style of ship with that kind of, maybe World War II style engine going on there.
Yeah.
So you're obviously doing a much broader variety at this point. Are you better talk a little bit about your inspirations for that?
Yeah, we've been looking at a lot of stuff, a lot of sci-fi things, because like you say, we just kind of want a broad range. Some people might want to be sky pirates, so yeah, they might go for an older looking thing, or they might go for a new looking thing, and you'll be able to mix and match.
You also mentioned the kind of particle effect stuff you've been doing.
Yeah.
What's that for? What's your...
Particle effect, so I have a very big spreadsheet which tells me all the kind of events that will be happening. So there might be an event, Iain hits his hand on the table, and that might, that needs a sound to go with it, but it might also need a particle effect. We might need some wind blowing away. So any event that you can possibly imagine in the game will most likely have a particle effect. So we've got lots of things like, an engine braking. So today I did sparks and things to show that an engine is somewhat broken, and those things will have to be positioned for each individual engine. So it's going to be kind of time consuming, but it's going to make it look super cool.
Yeah. Okay, so take me through the process of making some kind of particle effect from concept through to actually being in the game.
Okay, so a lot of the times I'll take a screenshot of the game of, like, say a ship like basically bumped up against a rock, and then I'll go into Photoshop and then like just sort of paint in some clouds and things and maybe get stuff looking how I want it to look, and everyone agrees on how cool it looks, and then I'll go into game and try and remake that.
Yeah.
And in regards to like making a particle effect, it's quite a technical process, lots of sliders, lots of numbers. So you just sort of have to make a base one. It won't be exactly how you want it, but when you put it in game, try it out, then you see what it's missing or what it's got too much of, and then you start going back and forth and adding or taking away, and it's good fun.
It's kind of most of that in Unity, or do you?
Yeah, that's all in Unity. I don't use any other particle software because it's all very technical, and I just think I know how to use that one, so I'll do that one.
So prior to doing all of this stuff, you were working on the horns in the game, and as you may know, I've been taking a special interest in horns myself because I've been making the dev horn.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the dev horn?
Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to honking it.
Yeah.
It's gonna be great just to come screaming in, and everyone knows who you are, and I'm looking forward to it. Though sometimes it is nice to stay back and just observe people playing the game, but I'm looking forward to sometimes just being boisterous.
Just making sure they know the devs are coming.
Yeah. Just so they know what they're dealing with.
Well, thanks for taking the time to talk with us. It's been really good.
My pleasure.
And I'll see you in a few minutes when I'm back at my desk.
Yeah, you
All right.
too.
See you later.
Do you like sipping the tears of your enemies? Do you like storing those tears in jars? Do you have a closet full of those jars?
If so, join the Alliance of the Week, Rage Quit. Check out the link in the description below.
This week, we've got a special question for you guys in the community.
We're always looking for new ways to involve you guys with the creation of the game, so we were wondering how would you like to get involved and what would you like to contribute?
Let us know in the comments and we'll talk about some of them next time. That's the end of this episode. We hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you hit the subscribe button.
Also, check out the subreddit and the forum for the latest news on the game and the community.
Thanks for watching.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.